Talk about your wardrobe tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's my dad's jersey. He doesn't even know I was wearing it, but I thought it'd be cool to kind of wear his jersey. It's a primetime game, and hopefully he likes it.
When Kareem was really kind of bringing it and get you guys pumped up, what did he mean to you guys really?
Yeah, I mean, he just takes this offense to the next level. Him being able to run the ball hard, him being able to catch the ball out of the backfield, I feel like it doesn't really get accounted for. And so I can throw a check down to him, and he can break 3 tackles and get in the end zone. I mean, he truly is a special player who I believe doesn't get as much hype as I think he should. But, I mean, as he keeps rolling, I mean, the hype will come. Yeah, it was RPO, and I probably made the wrong read. But then I handed it to him, and it should have been a tackle for loss, and then he broke a tackle and then jumped over a dude. And I mean, that was a very talented defense who had a lot of guys that are built to stop the run, and it just speaks to the strength and the power that he has when he's running with the football. I think the fact that you see guys jump over guys, but they kind of build up and they kind of know it. He had just broken a tackle, and it felt like he had just started to run, and he just out of instinct jumped over him. And I mean, hopefully we can keep him from jumping over 2 guys too often. But I mean, it was a pretty sweet thing at the time. Our defense, I mean, they're getting better every single week. They're making plays. Even when I threw the interception, they seemed like they got a 3-and-out right after that. And I mean, they're really playing well. And I feel like as the season goes on, they're going to keep getting better and better. And I think as a team, we're starting to gel more with the offense and the defense and special team all playing off of each other and getting that momentum going. I mean, I don't know if it's one specific dude. And I feel like every single game, it's a different person. And as we were coming out the tunnel, me and Ron were talking about, hey, let's not let up. Don't let off the pedal. Make sure we go out here and try to make plays. And it seemed like we got the touchdown, and then he got an interception for a touchdown. And I mean, last week it felt like it was with Chris Jones. And I feel like the relationship I have with everybody on this team is everybody's truly rooting for each other, and we all want each other to do well. And I feel like that's when you have special teams.
Patrick, you guys keep winning tosses and deferring. What is that first drive out of halftime? How does that kind of set the table? Is it a better feeling for you getting that?
Trying to jinx us, man. I knew, but yeah. I mean, it's weird. I mean, we win it every time so far. I think even back to the preseason. So, and we defer, but at the same time, I mean, first off, the defense when they get that first stop and then get the ball back in our hands and then we can score. I mean, that's huge because it kind of sets the tempo. If we kind of have that early lead and we have the momentum, and then coming out of half, kind of this week how we kind of got points, whereas last week I learned from throwing the interception, just taking the field goal, and then you're allowed to build that momentum and get that touchdown that first drive, and it's like a 10-point swing in the game.
I know that touchdown celebrations aren't the most important part of the game, but how much fun are you guys having doing things like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun. We have a lot of young guys on this team that we really just love playing football. And the defense, they had a nice one a couple weeks ago, so we were trying to top that.
Looked like there was one that you guys did a choreographed dance, and you looked like you might have been a little off on it. What was going on?
Yeah. I mean, they didn't really let me in on what we were doing, but I tried to go along. So it wasn't my best effort, but I mean, hopefully later in the season I can kind of combat that.
Anything to do with the drop, or was that just a pre-designated celebration?
Well, I mean, first off, I mean, the play before, it went through his hands. We had a shot play to him, so he had just ran like 50 yards. Then he ran back, and then he ran 50 yards again. And I think he might have just been kind of losing a little breath. He was a little tired. So, but it was cool for him to get in that end zone. I mean, he's a special player. It seems like he scores on any variety of ways. And as we go on this season, I'm sure he'll score a few more.
That touchdown was a broken play too, right? The drop the snap. Where was it meant to go?
Yeah, it was supposed to be a run play with kind of the pass option, but whenever you get down there, I mean, most times you hand it off, especially when you have a guy like Kareem in our offensive line. But it was a little low snap, but at the same time I was kind of stepping back to get out of Kareem's way, and so that combination made me drop the ball, and I started scrambling to the left, and they had a 2-man look on the one that the long run I had, and it's them trying to account for all the guys that we have out on the field. I mean, all their eyes are trying to figure out if it's Tyreek or Kelsey or Sammy or Chris or Kareem, and then they kind of lose track of me, and the offensive line was blocking well, and I kind of just saw my shot, and I just took it. I told the guys, though, once I start picking those knees up, I can run a little bit, but they didn't believe me. And you think you're going to have success, but I mean, I didn't expect just this much. But at the same time, I mean, I knew with the weapons that we had, and I knew if I just ran and did what Coach Reed wanted me to do, that it was a chance that we could be really, really good. And I still feel like we're building on that. I mean, we're still missing plays, and hopefully we can keep getting better and better as the season goes on.